Welcome back, True Seeker. It is Thursday, November 2nd, 2023, and in successive days, we have the deaths of two very big basketball stars. Bobby Knight died yesterday, the college basketball coach in the Hall of Fame, and now it's Walter Davis, Hall of Famer for the Phoenix Suns. And of course, the big star on the Sun right now is Kevin Durant, who wears the number 35 for his high school coach that died at age 35. And today is Kevin Durant's 35th day of being 35 years old. And Walter Davis, arguably the biggest star in the history of the Suns, easily one of the biggest stars in the history of the Suns, again, dead on this day. And back when the schedule came out, we pointed out how on November 3rd, which is tomorrow, the anniversary of Kobe's debut, Kobe, the man with all the parallels with Jordan, how tomorrow, November 3rd, you'll have Brooklyn, Jordan's hometown, playing Chicago, the team that he made his name with. And, Bobby Knight, who died yesterday, he beat Jordan in Jordan's final college game with UNC. And now you have Walter Davis dead in North Carolina, in Charlotte, where Jordan just lost the team recently. But Walter Davis also went to University of North Carolina. And Jordan's 60 right now. Yesterday, Bobby Knight died on the day, leaving 60 days left in the year. If you count today, the day of Walter Davis's death, November 2nd through December 31st, those are the last 60 days of the year. And we've been talking about how Daryl Dawkins' death had to do with 60, and Moses Malone's, and Kobe Bryant's, and why they're doing this. It's deep. But as we know, in Gematria, practice coding numbers into words, murder equals 83, like the song Murder by Numbers came out in 83. Bobby Knight dead yesterday at age 83. The name Walter also equals 83. We just had the death of Frank Howard synced up with the World Series 83 days from his birthday. We just had the ritual with Matthew Perry in 83. So Walter Davis has the connection to 83 through his name Gematria. But as we always see, when these stars die, the old star burns out, the new star still burning bright. And here's Kevin Durant, a future NBA Hall of Famer, 35th day of being 35 years old, and Gematria Suns equals 35, who he's now playing for. And it's Thursday, right? We call this day 35 Thursday. There's 35 sports rituals on Thursday all the time. If you're new here, Gematria, Thursday, Catholic, Holy See, Jesuitism, Europe, they're all 35. Start looking at these guys in the NBA, the players, the coaches, the refs. See how many of them have a Catholic or Jesuit education. It'll blow your mind. But Walter Davis, he was known as the Greyhound. Gematria 54, dead 54 days after his birthday. Born in 54. If you're new here, that's a big number with the Jesuits who run the whole show. Jesuit order, of course, is 54, like John Carroll, who established the first Jesuit university at age 54. Georgetown played in the first March Madness, losing to the Catholic School of Villanova. And his full name, Walter Pearl Davis, equals 69 to match his age of death. And he was drafted 46 years ago. In the last video I uploaded, I talked about why there's all this shaming of black men in the news today, the racial code. And just brought back up what they did with Coolio and how he died on the 46th anniversary of Pastime Paradise, the Stevie Wonder song that was used as the sample for Gangsta's Paradise. Well, here's another 46. It's 46 years since Walter Davis was drafted into the NBA. And again, Genesis 46 begins with the sacrifice. Phoenix, where the Suns are, also has the Gematria 46. And Thursday, it equals 35 forwards, 46 in reverse. Kevin Durant's 10-2 with the Suns right now, and today's 11/2. So we'll see if that translates. But, again, this is why people need to wake up to the code and what's really going on and why no one should be supporting these games. I mean, yeah, I get it. I remember being a kid and growing up in Portland and loving the Trailblazers and loving when they win and they make it to the playoffs and they win a playoff game and they win a playoff series and they're in the finals. Oh, they're losing to the Pistons. Oh, they're losing to the Bulls. I mean, I remember the fun of being a fan as a child, but it's like, okay, at some point you got to grow up and be an adult and realize, as an adult, should I be going in a building and giving my money to a league that literally sacrifices human beings? I guess maybe if I'm a member of the Church of Satan, that'd be a good idea. That would make sense if I was into something like that, but I don't think that's an adult decision either. And you know, it says right there, 5-time NBA All-Star yesterday. Bobby Knight, who's 5th all-time in wins in college basketball as a coach, died 5 days before the start of the season. Of course, basketball is a game of 5-on-5. But yeah, also shout out to my friend Darrell. Darrell's favorite basketball player, right here, Walter Davis. And another man who's gone prematurely. Darrell came and visited me. And when he got to my house, one of the first things he wanted to do was watch Walter Davis highlights. He's like, look at that shot. Look how smooth it is. Walter Davis, the Greyhound. But, isn't it gross how it just goes on season after season and most people don't even blink an eye? It's like, how don't you notice? How don't you notice? The Frank Howard thing they just did the other day at the World Series, I mean, that was just blatant. The 119th World Series concluding on George W. Bush's 119th day of his age. Blatant. Genesis 11:9, where the Tower of Babel story ends, the tower that divides the world. The majority of the world writes the 11th of September, 119. Diamondbacks in their first World Series since 9/11. Bush is out throwing the first pitch. This World Series is Israel's having its new 9/11. All synced up. Again, you guys, these sports leagues, they're part of something way bigger. They're instrumental in this new world order, this Jesuit world order. These are the things that keep the masses in line. Pacified. Participants. You know. And while the game itself is fine, just the sport itself is fine, that these leagues aren't fine. These leagues are sick. All right, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Thank you to everyone who hits the like and the share. R.I.P. to Mr. Davis. And until next time, Truth Seeker.